Hi. In this video, I'm going to give you a quick overview of our Rosters tab. So first off, if you're first logging in for the first time, you're not going to have anything really interesting in your Rosters tab. So this is intended to show you what it looks like with some dummy student data in there. So first off, at the top of your Rosters tab, you'll notice that you'll have a period already input in there. You can change that period if you want to click the pencil right next to it and rename it whatever you want it to be. And you can also choose the grade level for that period. Now the grade level is intended to be the instructional level the students are at. So if I'm teaching a 7th grade class, I would enter 7th grade here. If I'm teaching a 10th or a 3rd grade class, I could change it to that there. I'm also able to add a student or add a lot of students. So adding one student is pretty simple, and this is if a student enters into your class late or transfers from another class, you can add that one student in. You can enter their email if you want to. We do not save this for any purposes. You can enter their first name, their last name, and their student ID if you're looking to track students with their student IDs. Their grade level, so this is intended to be their instructional grade level again. So if I'm in a classroom of 4th graders, I would choose 4th grade, even if the students were reading at a higher level, or in 9th grade if the students were reading at a lower level. And then when you add a student, you can choose how you want them to be tested or where you want them to be served articles at. We recommend that you leave this at Take Diagnostic Quizzes. So when students first log in, they take a diagnostic, which we use to determine the initial reading level that they're served articles at. It's the easiest way for you to have all of your students' levels diagnosed and then served articles initially. If they take the diagnostic and you want to change their reading level later, or you don't want them to take the diagnostic and you just want to assign them articles, you can select a reading level here, whatever works for you. If you want to add a lot of students, you're able to take students where names are separated by a comma, and I'm just going to copy and paste some from right over on the right hand side. Last name, comma, space, first name, and we can add them in here. When we add students, just as you saw before, it's going to prompt you with a first and last name. We automatically assign all students a username, and then we automatically give them a password. Now this password, if you'll notice, is the exact same as their school ID. So that's a quick way for you to remember their initial passwords. Students can change their passwords too. So you should know as a teacher, you are not going to have access to student passwords. We want students' passwords to be secure, but you can reset them, and I'll show you how to do that. And then also you can choose their grade level and then their reading level if you want to have them take the diagnostic or not. We'll go to Save All Students. So now we'll see those 3 students, so Bob, Jimmy, and Joni, that we just added into the class. So if I'm looking to, and so the data that we give you for your students, so we don't share their passwords with you, we want them to learn to have secure passwords that they themselves remember, so they should choose something that they remember. If you want to change their password, I can click Change Password here, and I can actually change it myself to something that I remember if a student is struggling with that password. And then they can change it again if they want. So if I'm going to change it back to 1534, whatever my school code is, I can do that for them. You can also edit their username. So if I click the pencil next to here, I can edit their first name, last name, student ID, their grade level, or their reading level. And then if I'm looking to remove a student from my class, I can click this recycle bucket right here, and they are out. And so really quick, there's another way to add students, and this is sort of like the niftiest thing. You can actually take the student add code right here, and this requires 0 work from you, and it's all on them to do this. And we can actually use this. So if I post this on my blog or on my website or up on the board, then students can use this to sign in, and I'll show you what that looks like. So if I copy and paste this, so I'm going to log out. So the way students first log in is they're going to see the I'm a student, I'm a teacher. So this is our home page. They'll click on I'm a student, and at the bottom of the page it says I have an add code. So I'll actually enter that there and join my classmates. Now, when students first log in, they'll see this is the Donald demo account, and this is for Los Angeles, California. That is where we are. What you're able to do is they can enter their email, their first name, so it can just be demo, their last name can also be demo coincidentally, their username can be demo, and their password can be something simple, whatever they want it to be. And if they got here accidentally, they can enter their school ID, username, and password, and they can still get into their account. So if I'm creating a new account, I click Create Account. Oh, apparently there is already a student with demo as their username in this class. So when students first log in, they're actually going to see their upcoming assignments, and it says your first assignment, which is pretty vague. So what that actually is that is our diagnostic test. So when students first log in, they do not see anything you've assigned them. They see their diagnostic. They click on Start Reading, and the only thing they can do is read through the article and then take the quiz at the end of the article. And this helps give us an idea of what reading level their initial articles should be served at. And that is how to add students into your rosters. I hope this was helpful. Have a nice day.